Please tell us your name.
Gala Ming Sungro Nang. Ming. My name is Lobsang Wangdu.
His Holiness the Dalai Lama asked us to record your experiences so that we can share your memories with many generations of Tibetans, the Chinese, and the rest of the world. Your memories will help us to document the true history, culture, and beliefs of the Tibetan people. Do you give your permission for the Tibet Oral History Project to use this interview?
Kiamgur Rinpoche Kalob Nangya Las, any Gansuki, any Pemi Mirab Mangbu Che to Cherwa, any Gamiri Che, any Zambulingi, Kendogi Che tos, any Konglu Tewa Togi, any Mizi Lugu Dunzu Durup Chegores, and Lugu Dunzu Nangne, and Ganzu Tengemagi Pegi, Gerab the Rishun Dunzu, Ngoma Kari Yume the Kendo Yungres, and Tarin Tiwa Tilen Chebadi, any Pegi, any Nagun Gerab Lugu, Peju Tang Chogurwa. Peju Tang Chogurwa. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Okay. Thank you for offering to share your story with us. During this interview, if you wish to take a break or stop at any time, please let me know. If you do not wish to answer a question or talk about something, let me know. Okay. If this interview was shown in Tibet or China, would this be a problem for you?
Abu Kiran, Gala Kirala, Tarin Tua Tilen Cheba di Perda, Gana la Tembaina, Kange Ke Yuya Yorves. Kala Kange Ke Yungreves.
Kanga Mungari, the Kanga Mungari.
Dilaki Yore. Taring Anzu Tiwa Tilen Chigi Yorwa. Tading Anzu Ten Choya Langanzula Ongcha Tigi Yorwa. Ten Chogre. Ten Chogurwa. Tena Abu Kirala Kange Yore. No, there will be no problems.
Okay. We are honored to record your story and appreciate your participation in this project.
And Tari Galagi Lugu Sunga Peba Dilaya Tujiche Esa.
Gayla, can you tell me how old you are today?
And Tanda Gala Konglo Hatsure. I'm 75 years old now.
75, okay. And where were you born, Gayla?
And in Galagi Tungsa Kaware, Kesa Kaware. I was born in a village called Duktsa in Ba.
Was it can you tell us the size of the village? How many families, for example?
아니 독자기 총셉디 갸첼류여래 딜라야 낭미 망류 낭차 망류여래
그래서 뭐뭐지
낭차 가져지여래 독자라미
독자다 오늘 야빠져래 빠빠져
독자기 총셉디 나라야 미차 망류여래
야지 동가들 어디 잡아서 서서서 그 야지 동가
단다 독차기 총셉지여와 총셉디 나라 미차 망류여래
뭐 사마 가지자 뭐시다 지여 말에 뭐 제도도 동다 지를 가자자요 누가 주소래
It was a small village and there might have not been more than 1,500 people.
That sounds not too small.
미직동 앞에 열어와. 아니 충충 말해도와. 친구로와.
And Can you describe your village to me? What did it look like? The surrounding mountains, what did it look like?
아니 도착이 정식이 야윤라 가리요래.
노다는 여야는 시 중요한 생각도 와. 생각도 해야 돼. 생각도 대통령 해야 되면도
야윤라야 리요래.
야윤은 자다 보면 뭐 하나 어디제 뭐도 사모 오늘 뭐 롬바다 배도고 예 배마지 롬바야지 동안들이
So nearby our village, we could find mushrooms and the medicinal plant called, in literal translation, it would be like in summer it's like grass, and in winter it's a worm.
Okay.
야다 보면다 지 사모는 되지 사모야도
And what was this medicine used for?
아니 야자 군부디 다 가와 배주 단계여래.
야다 보면 막그 어르신 자나만 막 하는 거야.
당아주 낭아무 계제식이었다. 낭아무 아부 춘주 임백갑 계제식이었다. 단다 계제 말에. 낭아무 아부 로 춘주 부구 인디간에 파일라 대여와. 디갑기 계제래.
그 배다송바 주파 배당아 봐 줄래. 오늘 샤모 거다 내들 너 제바나 배다 대바다 제바니래.
So it was in the third, fourth, or fifth Tibetan months that we could go and collect the medicinal plant, while mushrooms could be harvested like in the 7th and 8th Tibetan lunar calendar months.
And what kind of work did your family do, Gela?
아니 겔라기 낭미츠 내가 가르치기요래.
너다 해마는 너다 말이야.
낭기 내가 가르치기요래 낭미츠기
내가
내가.
저 생각도야. 어느 생각도 어디야 세제다. 세제야. 어느 노바에 예바다 노바다 뭐다 모터지는 번이야나 버진 노바다 버진은 너데 no.
So the people were generally farmers and nomads, and if in a family there were two sons, one son took care of the farming and the other son went to graze the animals.
And what how many children were in your family, Gela?
And gyala pugu chinju imbe kabla nangla pugu khajiyore.
나는 보고 지주에서 니 따마리 모두 메시지야.
We were 8 siblings.
And tell us, where were you? Were you in that lineup?
아니 pugu ge nangne ani gyala kiran gembare chungare
나
khamare.
안디제 니 오마니에. 이제다 나 따마리.
There were 2 younger siblings, and the rest were older than me.
And in terms, what kind of work was assigned to you in the family as a son?
아니 gyala nangla pugu indu kane lega 가르치 주그래.
제가 사야도 어느 띠모모
lega 가르치 주그래.
레카 사마들 신칼레카다 어느 신자야다
마레 gyala kiran pugu 와. pugu indu kane nangmi lega 가리 꾸르기래 빨라 아말라.
나로가사
쳬라.
나로가 어디고 노바산 레카 노고요 하나 신자들 하나 달로사간도 달로다 파파도다 사간도
I used to take care of the sheep, goats, and the pigs.
And at what age did you start that chore?
다 팍pat soya 다 ralu soya di lo khajune choju gre pugu.
너 소야자 서야 거도 어르지 장하지 말아봐 토고래.
보고 럭하지 윤두간에 파고
아니 어르지
쳐봤던 게.
말 레제 걸렸어.
At the age of 8, I started looking after the animals.
Gela, please tell us about what are some of your memories of your childhood when you were 8, 9, 10 years old?
아니 갤라키라 로게 고추 인디로와 로게 고추 스푸고 친주 인디로와 단다 가리 텐스기도 단다 가리 텐스기도
가다사
단다로와 단다 가리 텐스기도
가다나 제야나나
템바 가리 쓰기도
아니 템바사 템바가 야 별도 거사자 별도 야도 아니 소중적 거사자
별 하나 가와라
라사냐
I remember that I wanted to go to Lhasa and to study there.
Why did you want to go to Lhasa?
아니 Lhasa라 가르친 눈이 저기요.
라사나 자세나 소중적 거사자
Because I thought, if I could get to Lhasa, then I would be able to study.
And when you were a little boy, what stories had you heard about Lhasa?
아니 보고 친주인들 Lhasa 거 거nyumbe.
라사도 거요
아니 가리 거nyumbe.
라사는 또 좋아하는 것이 주의해 배치는 것이 주의해 또 거요
When I was a child, I used to hear that His Holiness the Dalai Lama and the Panchen Lama lived in Lhasa.
And who told you these stories about Lhasa?
And Lhasa ge luyu su shigre.
香港养等个就拉萨的养等个就马来那的小就是小的不过的老家叫的拉萨的不是
People from our village who had been to Lhasa and come back, they would tell stories about Lhasa, and they would also advise the children that they must go to Lhasa.
I see. And how many days' journey was it from your village to Lhasa?
아니 갤라 춘주기 정습네 Lhasa 봐도 타링류 가지래, 니마 가지 랑가래. 갤라 키랑기 정습네 Lhasa 봐도 니마 가지 저거래.
니마 몸도 그래야 그 나니다 샤바니 스타데 라마자다 자초 처로자다 자초 너저 다쳐와데 처로자다 자초 세고나 고마도 라마자다 자초 세고라 노고라 마도 라마자다 자초 너저 다쳐와도 처로자다 자초
So it was very far away from my village, and then one would have to journey for like 2 months and 27 days to reach Lhasa. And then it used to be said that there were 180 passes to cross, and then 180 rivers to ford, excluding the Mekong and the Yangtze River.
So, if you went to Lhasa, what were you hoping to study?
아니 갤라 키란 Lhasa라 조투바 이나 가리 장고 삼소.
야노거 저서거 로중저거 사다다
롭종 가리.
로중저 어르지 다 다바도와 다바에 다 버차다야 성을 버차다야
I wanted to become a monk in Lhasa and study the scriptures.
I see. And did you get a chance to become a monk?
아니 자바치야 라스웨.
다바가 보고 저저거 바바바님가 다바제도
My parents had made me a monk when I was very young.
How old were you when you became a monk?
자바치디 로 가지래.
다바제데 보고 저저거 런이제나
I might have been 2 or 3 years old, but I don't remember.
Really? If they made you a monk at 2 or 3, did you go to live in the monastery or live at home?
Loni sumina jila thaba serwa. Ani gomba la debe pala amanyamdo nang la dere. Since we had a lot of work to do in the house, I stayed home and did not live much in the monastery.
So a parent can offer a son, but the son does not have to go to the monastery?
This is gane pamagi pugu thaba sugirwa. Thaba suesan inji minji gombal dego marwa.
Gomba da moto normal no momo yanga da thaba da gomba da shuri. Normal shira manga no le khaje o jira da thaba gomba da shira da gomba shida no o ma yibada da.
So if a family had many members working for it, then their sons stayed in the monastery, while if there were less people working in the family, then the monks could take leave and come back home and do the work.
I see. So did you ever stay in the monastery for a short time and then come home?
This is gane gela gomba nala tet derwa. Any ya nangla ma yungu yore.
Gomba nyama jenga jide no ma tanda. Gomba ta nge poke ye jena gomba de ya su chobo ye la de gomba de ya chu nyama nga de jide no de.
So I would like stay in the monastery for 4 to 5 days and then go home. And then there were special days, at the monastery when there were prayer assemblies and offerings being made. Then at those times I went to the monastery.
Gomba ya chu, nido gomba ya chu sola de no gomba ya chu.
So
no saga 상간도 졸라더네 왜 고바드도 나 말랑 졸라도 고바드지.
So the times that I lived at the Dzidzi-Gomba monastery was during the summer prayers, and then Sakadawa, the 4th holy month, and then during the Mönlam, that is in the 1st month.
Okay. And did you have any preference did you prefer living in the monastery or living at home and working on the farm?
Ene gyala kira gomba la shudu kibu ye ya anang la dis kiba ye na.
Nesela de so ke bogo de sang de ye ma do. Ha jila de no na ma shi ko no gomba de la da ko wa. De la da ba do wa.
I was a child and I did not know it right because I liked staying at home and working because I did not like the rules at the monastery which were strict.
Yeah. Exactly. How far back can you remember being in the monastery? What's the youngest age you can remember?
Gela tanda samlo tangba yinarwa. Zizi gomba nala chaba chini shurwa. Di lok hajus yina sambal tenya do tanda.
Sambal tenya ta.
Lok hajus yindi gomba nala deba.
Sambal tenya lo Johnny just was
I can remember like when I was 12 or 13 years old.
Can you give us a typical day in the monastery? What would happen?
Talo chungni joksum la gomba na la shuyorwa genla. And tidu kane ani shoke ne chin gonda pato ani kari chigre gomba na la ya.
Gomba na shoke de odo cheje da yekal ana 粗呀，毛的粗呀的，一个了的。
So in the mornings, the teachers taught us. Then we attended prayer gatherings.
And what time? When did you get up in the monastery in the morning?
Shoke chuzu kazulia langore gomba nangla.
我们的时间还不能我，其实俺爸就能出多干的。
Very early, like about 5 a.m. Then we went for our prayers.
And what kind of prayers were you saying?
아니 가서 초초도 간에 된바 가리 된기요래.
너 만나야 뭐뭐 얘야. 장저 가들 하지 저 동사 세사 저那로야 뭐뭐 얘没大学过么的。
So there were many different prayers that we recited, and Kyamdro and Tongsha, but I'm not able to say all the names now.
And how did you learn those prayers?
아니 Kyamdro da Tongsha da Shandön dunzu kanre 장인배. 한다 Kyamdro da Tongsha da dunzu 된기 열와. dunzu kanre 장래.
근데 가들 소소가 저저거는 어디서
So those prayers were taught to us by our teachers.
They were taught. So did you memorize the prayers?
This is the ngaktola simrwa. Yes, you have to memorize them.
So what else happened in the monastery after your morning prayers? What happened next?
아니 쇼게 아니 초초그러와 공부 나라. 초초 차베 제일 아니 가르치기래.
소 대선다. 소 대선다. 나 저거 이거 다다. 이거 다다. 나 저거 이거 가르치나. 저도 가르쳐 가지고 로만다 로저도 슬로만 다다 너도 로저다. 이거 가르치나 로저다.
So after the prayer assemblies were over in the morning, then we sat outside and then memorized the texts.
And what was the process? How did you memorize it? Could you read?
아니 다 로를 심고로와 배자. 안 배자 로 신기요래. 로 신기요래 수수기.
다다 로시고야. 로예.
아메 드디 보고 진지갑라.
저저가 로시고야.
Yes, I knew how to read and write.
At that time?
Yes.
At that time. And how, so I'm trying to understand the whole daily schedule.
Yes.
So after, how long did you sit outside in prayers? And when did you eat?
아니 다 치료라 데니 아니 ngakto 심기요르와. 치료라 데르와. 아니 배자 ngak토를 주고르와. 아니 디젤 아니 칼라 가두사기래.
칼라 어르지. 데모모다지.
가두사기래.
저저자. 저저 수거지 사절로와. 저저 어르지. 맞아야 로라다 저저 수거 저저 두바지 사와. 뭐 바라바지 저저 주니 바지사. 고다 저저 나빠지나 나도 나빠자 나도 두바사.
So we would have had our breakfast like about 6 a.m. and then at 12 we had our lunch and dinner might be like between 5 and 6.
Can you tell me what did you eat for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner?
아니 칼라르와 쇼게 가르사기래.
수거 어디 바사가 삼바 바사. 자다 바다. 너 세제가 제야저로 쇼동的. 쇼다 쳐라.
닝구. 닝구.
수거 닝구나 어디라들 서마그그. 데모모저라 서마그. 뭐저
건다.
원다 토바 바토지.
So for breakfast, we had dough made from tsampa plus and tea, and then since there were lots of animals, we ate curd and cheese, and then for lunch we had tingmo and green vegetables. Dinner was thukpa.
And what's tingmo?
Tingmo is like it's like a bread, but it's raised, like baked.
A baked bread, right. And dinner was
Tukpa,
which is noodles. And what was in the tupa?
Tukpa nala kare yore.
토바는 샤려 샤다 라보데.
So in the tukpa were mixed meat and radish.
So the monks were allowed to eat meat.
아니 자바 속에 샤사 초고래.
샤사추.
Yes, they were allowed to
That
eat
was
meat.
true. And where
샤
did
지라지를 사도 말이야. 자간을 내라들 샤사면 주라면서 파일이나 사 토바는 저도 때때 사주.
They did not eat a lot of meat, but there were some pieces of meat in the tukpa.
How many monks were in your monastery?
아니 갤랑 캬 곰바 디나라야 자바 가즈요래. 지지 곰바.
고바는 다방가 잘하지.
There were over 500 monks.
Oh my. And where did a monastery get all this food to feed the monks?
아니 곰발레야 자방갑디알라 칼라제야기 칼라 가네 키운 거래.
다바 어디 다바 토마게 칼라서야도 처참보지예리.
칼라디 가네 키운 거래. 소야기 다 조시다.
칼라서야다. 저야도 어디 저거 뭐 발레드.
발레 소야기 조십지여와 디 가네 키운 거래.
어디 너거든 대체예리. 오더라.
자발라 칼라 째고고 여러와 곰바게. 엔 곰바게 탑시 가네 당게 여래 칼라 둔조.
어디 다바 다시시에 수수그 어디마 레나예리. 니산데예리.
찬제 둔주기 칼라 가네 탑시 당네 키운 거래.
어토마 가사간도 너 고바게 신하예. 고바 신하예.
The monastery had its own lands, and there were managers looking after it.
고바 신하예리. 너 men시기 너 men시기 고바의 튼지고. 고바의 야 튼지다.
And the people also made offerings to the monastery.
Can you tell me what was the role of the manager? Could he take food from this land, or did he give all of the food to the monastery?
다 찬주 여러와 곰베게.
산저.
아 곰베 찬주기 신가답기 여래.
산저로 제가 저거에 뭐 산저에 내 제소도 그래서도 라하정은 도면식을 라하죠.
It was the monastery's manager who directed the people to work on the lands.
I see. And did the people keep any of the food that they raised on the land, or did all the food go to the monastery?
단다 곰바기 신갈라야 미망기 내가 지기여와.
그래도 뭐마가 라하죠.
아니 미망게 내가 주도 아니 뜬도 주 뒤로와 미망라 째고래 곰바키 두그래.
저 때도 파절로 고사죠. 그도 고사죠.
미망다 잡아라 곱셔자기여래.
고사죠. 신하는 때도 고사죠.
So after the harvest was done, it was divided between the people and the monastery.
Gela, do you remember what the division was like? Did the people get what they needed, or smaller amount, or larger?
아니 다 미망 속이 깔래 저기여와 신가 간래야. 디 미망라 고야 딱딱 찌기여래. 미망라 융아 찌기여래.
뭐마나 고사 나다죠. 고자 집어줘. 뭐만나 가르치느라 시간도 자체부시다 말이 추슈데. 지다 오고시다 말이 야다 보면다 사모님도 오고시라 말이.
So the division between the people and the monastery was like equal, and because the people had, owned very small plots of land themselves.
I see. So in addition to the food they got from the monastery land, they had their own land.
아니 this 이디간에 아니 미망절라 소소소라 신가 여러와 춘지
보고 추슈르자.
부굴라메 미망절라 코란절레 사신이 여러와 미망절라 사신 여러와 이 곰바기 신가라 내가 지나야 디스테기 여러 건줄라
고발도 되고 말이 같이 고발 되고 같이 고발도 고차지 되고 같이 되고 말이 같이 어디 정원을 받치지.
So there were different types of people, some of whom had to work for the monastery, while others paid taxes to the Tibetan government.
Right.
어디 해봐 너시라도 어디는 배송 말이 도바종 말이 자머려 모두 자모 가고 되지. 자들이.
So my region did not come under the Tibetan government's control.
자면 돼 말이. 자면 해봐 자면 로가지.
But it came under the government of China, which was not the communist China.
Yes. So it wasn't the communist China, but who was ruling the part of China where you lived, if not the Chinese government?
아니 단대 겸이디 말와. 단다게 겸이디 말와.
단다 겸이 말이. 해봐 자면.
수레.
자면 우리 해마 자먹어도 어디 해마 마다들 마다들 어수고 잠을 잠을 어수고 잠을 나가 나트 여바를 잠을 해마 엄마도 다마도 마다들
재미수임에 하고메
하고메 마다들 나트 여마도 고메 진지야 마다들 진지야 말이 잠을 진지.
I don't know much, but I know the taxes were being paid to the Chinese.
Oh, I didn't know that. Taxes were being paid to the Chinese. So there was the Tibetan government and there was the Chinese government.
다 디갑래 여러와. 배 대바 슝지기 여러와. 아니야 아부 야라 촌주 롱베기 미dun주기야 겸이라파 겸이 슝지라파 태지기 여러와.
너시는 추첨이죠. 너저 파리 파져봐도 잡아가 되지가. 너저 저들 사져봐도 너바중 되지.
There was a very huge river called the Yangtse River, and those regions which fell on the eastern side of this river paid their taxes to the Chinese government, and the region that came on the western part of the Yangtze River paid their taxes to the Tibetan government.
And what side was your monastery on?
아니 gyala kyunsuda kyanzu gombadi any cho pajodila yore cho khadila yore.
초 너르저 자들도 자미 코는 마요. 오늘 라토다 바바도 토바 제당 사당 예당으로 사마가 자도 거네.
So the regions of Lithang, Gyathang, Satang, Bathang, all these fell under the region of the Chinese government.
And did the people think that they were Chinese, or did they think that they were a separate country?
아니 다 룽바 돈주 미망 여러와 돈주게 소소 gyami 삼기 여래야 gyami 많이 바 룽바 셴바지 삼기 여래.
너저야 저도 어때야 그도 자르부터 오토우르지는 이나 선대고 자르부터 배치르부터 오토우르지는 마마가 됐어요.
The people always thought that they were under His Holiness the Dalai Lama and the Pension Lama.
Okay. And did you ever see Chinese government officials coming to collect taxes?
Ane gala kirangirwa lungba nalaya gyami the duga lenge dinde thon yumbe.
Gobada Ungumade, Ruka, Jami Ungumade, Jami Jito Yobade, Goma on Chile.
Lungba nala gyami leba thon yumbe.
Gobada, Jami Lebado.
Gomba nala marta. Gyami the duga leba thon yumbe.
Trinity Todo.
The duga ligirwe.
Tree Panjia.
Mare gyami mangmi gyami dinde rwa. The duga ligirwe. Mimang zane the zu duga ligirwe.
Mumakan Tilaga, Mumakan Tilaga. Jamana Panji, Mamaka.
Gyami zu yungre lengala.
Laka Jama Mamumare, Jama Cororo, Bamba to the level, Jami Bamba. No, Sichin the Bakit, Tadit and the Bakit, the Padogari. Or the music doggery.
Many Chinese did not come, but only one Chinese official came, and then he collected the taxes, and then the people sent their horses and mules to transport the taxes.
And what kind of taxes did he collect?
Any te kare dugre gamige.
Jamina Tijan Tori, the Kurri.
Te karire te chala te di karire. Te di tangure te di dure te di mare karire te.
Tisa, Tupanjia, Tilpanjia, Nroda, Marda, somebody.
The taxes were in the form of grains, butter, and everything.
In your village of 1,000 people, were there Chinese living there, or did they live in other villages?
아니 갤라기 정셉 날라 미직동 학지여와. 데라 개미 되기 여래.
Jama Dagaye, Jama Mamada Madi, Jama no Batos, Jama Tijangaji.
There were 10 to 15 Chinese in the village.
And were there any Chinese villages in, what was the closest Chinese village to his village?
아니 개미 망보 대사 정셉 된데 여러 개미 찍고 대사 정셉 타니고.
Jama Mamada Dajima, Odo Lombarda, the Mama Dajima Yobari, Lomba Daji, Rosajiri, Rosajiri.
아니 개미 정셉 타니고 여러. 개미 정셉 된데 타니고 여러. 갤라게 정셉 지여와. 디네 개미 타니 려여래.
저메가 가르쳐서
말해. 갤라게 정셉 지여와. 정셉 디네 개미 대사 타링 려래.
저메 대사가.
개미 가봐여래. 개미 타링 려여래.
저메 대사도 내가 봐 코로나 봐 대사지나 잘하는데. 너 사장 제당 주자는 거야. 너무 사장 제다들 오늘 만들어 모델로 만들면 녀마짱한 거예요. 어느 많은 데가 많은 못 데가. 어느야 그것도 발들다 자나도 다 자전거는 별도.
Not many Chinese lived in our village because our village was a very mountainous village, and there were Chinese in the towns of Sadam and Gaden. They are about 15 days away from our village, and many Chinese lived in the regions of Ba.
How close, or how many days walk was it from your village to the Yangtze River?
아니 갤라게 정셉 여러와. 디네 디추바도 타링르래.
저거 가발들라.
디추.
늦었어요. 늦어 타니 말이. 그래서 고바 절라도 어디 녀마찌도 생각 못 해요.
The district was quite close to my village. You could reach it if you walked for a day and a half.
And I guess I'm interested in how would you say the Tibetan people were different from the Chinese people?
Di kabla thangema ngazungema lugu shegi yorwa.
그다음에 해발리.
베베기 미다 안에 개미 던져 카가 가리 케바 가리 요래.
저바 가지자. 저바데 예요. 잡 개체세도 저바에 아주 도로 갔다잖아. 저바에 카가리.
Of course, there are differences. We talk different languages and we dress differently.
Anything else?
아니 셴바
제가 저바데도 그런 거 제단하는 가가지래. 제단하는 벽을 제단하는 자먹고 제단도 가가리.
Their ways were very different from ours.
How were they different?
안 제단 카가 간데도
아,
제단 카가 간데 요래.
가가지고 벽을 가르치나 사야 통야이나 가르치나 배자 통야나 어제도 통야지 사야나 때문에 사야나 오늘 서마 벽을 사야도 사실은 자마 사야도 코로던 데다지 서지는 자도 친다통도 자 친다통도 너 지구통도.
So the Chinese ate differently from the Tibetans. While the Tibetans ate tingmo and drank butter tea, the Chinese ate rice and their tea was chinta and they drank hot water.
And even if the Tibetans had to pay taxes to the Chinese government in your days, did the Tibetans think that they were under the Chinese government?
아니 녜마 두주 딜라야 페바초기 아니 갸나라야 테테기 열와. 시디간에 페바 안다 테땡이 페바초기로와. 갸미 원래 이 삼기 열에.
자문 원래 인서 대소도 하말로 세지나 인서 세다고 얘기해. 가고 말이야. 자문 가고 말이야.
That's what was said, that they were under the Chinese, but they did not like the Chinese.
Oh, why didn't they like the Chinese?
갸미라 가르치니 가기요 말에.
자민은 뭔가지 가르쳐줘서 코로 가르치나 레카 가르치나 생활도도 레카 가르치나 생활도도 오해셔도 오늘 신데 하바쳐버지路也把它怎么修的，我也懂得，可这个啥也没大懂的，没事呢，没大懂，我每次觉得又不就来的了，没大懂的这懂的。
가와 메타 갸브레.
아.
가리 메타 갸브레.
네 다懂.
술라.
자먹게. 뭐 배바들 동거예.
The Tibetans did not like the Chinese because the Chinese did everything through suppression and they beat the Tibetans.
Was that when you were growing up or later?
아니 디 가두레. 갸라키란 춘주 임베 까블라레 제라레.
어디 가고 지동고자 손주 선이 손주 지동고자 나무 가거든 야 학고바래 지동고자 뭐 지지상아지 지지상아 제주도 가거든 나 학고바.
These things happened in the years, I think it was 1944, 45, or 46.
This might be history that you may or may not know, but when did the Tibetans first start paying taxes to the Chinese government?
아니 gyala kengi yona mena pheba chogi gyamila the te ya khatu gojure pheba chogi gyamila the te ya khatu gojure
so there
the te ro the khatu gojure
Tite ya na de de ko genka da ne se na cheda
mari gyala
cheda choba de sa cheda choba de ji sa
gyamila the te ya di khatu ne gojure chengema ne gojure chisu gojure
de cheda choba de ji
di the khatu te gi yore la ro wa the gyamila te ya khatu ne goju yore
mo so ya sa
nangamo ne goju yore tu chisu the te ya goju re gyamila
ko so ya de ne de lo de du ba ya
phebegi gyamila the te gi yorwa the je gi yorwa
되죠.
khatu ne the je gi yore nangamo ne je gi yore
해만한테 해만 되지 말이다. 해만 어제가 맞도 않아. 그 주고 이제 잠을 때야. 잠을 나가니 소주 오자래.
bala te gi yore
그래 말이야.
in the early times we pay taxes to the ba and then somewhere after that taxes were being paid to the Chinese.
So, was there a time in your life when you stopped going to the farm and you always stayed in the monastery?
두주 찍라로와 아니 신가 내가 지가 낭라 만도 제 아니 곰바랑라 데베
고반들아 내가 저때 내가
말 백 곰바 낭라 가두 데레
배저 고반들 대야저도 너는 야 저거도 지다 고바들 벤다 어저거도 사간도 너를 벤다 줘봤는데
데르와 타 두주 찍라로와 낭라 제 만도니 곰바랑라 데레
너는 만져도 내가 잡아줘야
갤라키나
나도 내가 말해 너는 만져 너거야 너네 내가 고반 싫어 내가 망아
I did not stay long at the monastery. You know, I was always going home.
Always going home. Okay. Did you like going home better than staying in the monastery?
Nangla judi ga yorwa.
너 대체 로주야 봐도 너 너라도 같이
I loved going home.
I think you liked working on the farm better than studying, huh?
Shinga lega chia ga yorwa.
너 같이 나가고요.
Yes, I did.
So what happened to your dream as a little boy? You wanted to go to Lhasa and study.
Any Lhasa la drogo samroa. Any karicheso.
하산들은 대지 시부 차거를 사다라. 냉기 시다시 우고 말해서.
I thought I would have more fun in Lhasa with not much responsibilities.
You mean if you went as a monk or as a lay person?
And Lhasa la tabachiga dunyi tore ya auchini dunyi tore.
그때 요즘도 sonde chocolate today tabachi나 가고 있었어.
Yeah, I thought it was better as a monk.
But you would have more fun.
아니 타바치니 도나 아니 기부 요르삼레.
tabachi는 집에서.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So did you ever go to Lhasa as a monk?
아니 Lhasa la 주유라서.
하산은 지 동고자 뭐좀 아시는 라자나.
없이.
지 동고자 뭐좀 아시는. 지爸爸 아마도 냥도신 냥도신. 나를 주제가.
So it was in the year 1954 when I was 18 that I went to Lhasa. At that time, His Holiness the Dalai Lama and the Pension Lama were on the way to China.
Right. And why did you go to Lhasa?
And Lhasa la kharichiga dore. Thasala. I went to Lhasa with the intention of joining Gaden Monastery.
Yeah, and what happened?
Any Lhasa le any kharichire. It was quite difficult in the monastery because food was scarce, and the monastery distributed grains for the monks, which could not last the whole year. And during the time of the Menlam festival, monks would receive offerings like 3, 4, or 5 dotse, and from this we would have to buy things like our robes and butter and all.
And so how long, I'm sorry, which monastery at Gunda?
Gaden.
Garden. You went to Ganden.
Gaden.
Ganden. And was it easy to get accepted into Ganden?
아니 간덴기 쭈야 디 타바 랍산 쭈르베 곰바 낭로라
고발나로 속으래. 어디 చూడు. 야카들 버탕도 그래. 뭐던
간덴 곰바 여러와 엔 타바 사바 리기르와 랍산 야 쭈르베 곰바 나라
고발나로 속으래. 샤드다도 고로 చూడు. 가데 전주다도 속으래.
서야 말다 부구 사바 쭈야 지여와 곰바 나라 주 초그르베 랍산
너쇼리
아니 갤라이키나 랍산 곰바 나라 주 주스웨
고발나라데 너는 봐 도시는 버상도
곰바 나라와 미사바 레르와 타바 랍산 쭈그르베 타바 사바 랍산 주 초르베
오늘 제가 뒤지는 얘들 뒤지는 거 야투 뒤지는 마트 뒤지는 야투자.
Not able to get back to him.
Okay. So, did you go to Ganden with your teacher or by yourself?
아니 간데라 두두간에 수수 째포레 기긴 차라 도임베
하루 이제 소도 좀 말해 그게 잘냐. 그게는 요르데.
When I was in Gaden, I stayed with my teacher.
Okay.
그게 뭐뭐예요. 다바다 그게 뭐뭐예요. 칼라사다 그게 지예요. 부자트고로 부자트라 그게 지예요. 어느 그거니 제자리 어느 지서 가서 퇴직간들 퇴직간 초바점을 주고 자리점을 주고 더 Tandashi Gagaji. And a part of the Gubachata Gagaji, Quantagan. No go.
So in the monastery there were many different teachers, and one taught us the scriptures, and there was one with whom I stayed, and then there was a house leader and disciplinarian.
Okay. How were you disciplined if you did not, when you got in trouble? How did you get disciplined?
아니 다도 dunzugi kala manye ba yinarwa. 아니 개교가 가르치기래.
Kala manye de siraje de mapi, shiruda, mapi. Gomana toya yamade. Gomana nasa yamade, shirupe.
So if you did not follow the rules of the monastery, you would be expelled.
Oh. What if you just broke a little rule?
아니 다 곰바나라 야르와 침게 침부 마치바 제르와 아니 칼라 마니 디스 제바이나 가르치기래.
Kala manye de 화자 게다지 네 화자 게다지 나 고고 de kala manye de 저종을 de 가지고 동거려 처벌도 지나 What churches, must you do that?
So depending on the seriousness of the rules that you broke, it would be like scolding, a beating, and expelling.
Okay. And what were the rules that you had to keep?
아니 팀 딕람 카리카리열에 곰바나라. 팀 딕람 카리카리열에 곰발라. 팀 다 딕람 곰바낭라 팀 다 딕람 카리카리열에.
곰바는 진짜 대체자.
말해. 팀 다 딕람 카리카리 숭구래.
조야다.
말해 딕람 카리카리열에 곰바낭라야.
진짜.
딕람 지초가다 지마초 받은데 카리카리열에.
내 가라 시작점을
네, 팀. 다 곰바나라 팀 열와. 팀 숭구르와 다 자베게. 엔 팀 카리카리 열에.
진짜.
팀 곰베 팀.
곰바 팀 열에. 초라 도모 주게. 수바점을 주게. 꼬마 주게. 너 잡아점을 주게. 너 시루다.
So the rules that were there in the monastery were the monks are not allowed to drink alcohol, cannot gamble, should not steal and commit robbery. So if you did these, then you would be expelled.
And were there any less serious crimes or that you could commit and just be beaten instead?
아니 팀 춘주인데 여러왜 지금 수수기 제바 이나르와 까주세야 된대도와 까주세야라라 나 가르치나 까주세그래
가주도야다
가르치나 까주 당기래
가주도야 데 제바 좋지다 너들 고마가 드랑 거그래서 너들 제바 좋지다 가주도 거래나
아니 동야디
동야다 소속 내바 저쪽이다 내다 동거래 내자는 데지다 내가 내다 쳐 동거래
녜바 카리 아보 녜바 카리 치나 녜다 당기래
대바도 다고 사다 소속 레카 도자노 미반 뒤지지나 Meta Tonga. One day, Nata Chubatonga. Oh, church, Tabat, my pay, she do pay.
So it's the same.
Same thing, okay. I think it's, oh, we have to just stop. Okay. Gayla, you were telling us you were in the monastery for a while. Can you tell us, did you get involved in working with the Chushi Gangdrug at any point in your life as a monk?
Ta gyala gande na thaba chini shu yorwa. Ane di je la ya ane gyala Chushi Gangdrug dwa nanglo la ya jigzu ane laga chi yona.
Harjata, they Mama got loyalty. Ma Bandi Tonda, Super Tonda, Mako Tong, Mani Tong, Yalong to Jagger, Ya, no, Sadun and Pandoba, Sadun the Guguchis and the Guba. Sadun and Guguchis and Duguba. And the Bajala to the Mama Momoyana Sato Sitelo to Tuba. Mama Momoma Janina Panzenta Pame Baza to Taga. Hello, Zabataya. Zabataya, Combataya. No, called it Motataya. Motataya. Not Motataya, Tonga de Tegoya. No, my new battle to some of this one.
Okay. I trained as a soldier in warfare, and we train how to fire and how to creep into foxholes, and then and to retreat when the opposition was really strong, and how to ambush Chinese vehicles.
I know Chushi go to show. After they said, oh, yeah, the said, nobody else. Panda. Chita Sumbaka, Tadi Chena to the Lhasa shirt. Lhasa shirt, the Jordan was the pill. Jordan was the dead no. The Maga. Tijuku Maga Jay, Maga Jin Mandanation, Maga Jin, Maga Jin, the nation, Maga Jin, Maga Jin, the nation, Maga Jin. I know, not I about the nation Latin, I know, Jajata, Jesuit, Jajata, Jajata, the nation, the Matayon.
So Lhasa was conquered on the 10th of March, and His Holiness escaped. So the Chushi Gangdrug men, lots were drawn who would escort His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and the Chushi Gangdrug men escorted His Holiness from one camp to the next and on to Mon Tawang.
No, Jordan was a Chizuku Mamma, Jija by Saturday, Jija by the day. I know the Lhasa Jordan was didn't pay. Jordan was a Jagan pay, the day to know. The day Lhasa, Kazakano, Jamon Pay Chamberlator. This Pay Chamberlator Lama. The Jamala the compa mama letter, compa mama letter, Jama mama said, Lhasa mama porter. I should go to Lama career, and the bird.
Once His Holiness fled Tibet, innumerable Chinese soldiers arrived in Lhasa, and we could not vanquish them and had to flee.
They said, some the bird, they said, Mangolana. Mangolana is some of the original Metayon. Metayon, the Masubadalo. Masubadalo. Masubadalo, today. The mama to the Chikwanji Kuya Yamade, Saya Toya to the Chikwanji Kuya Yamade, Pesha Kuya Yamade. Pesha Kuzamade, Ya Pesha original Matayona, start the Paton, do the Paton, Mamma Tabada, Ropajet the Tabade, Soma, Sadika Marfis, Mother, the middle of the Langaza, the Taisho, Langa. Starting with Kobaja, Langa, says Langa to Chadwa, the Madrita. Started to about the Tangabani Sitangam to Bada, Tangabani Sitanga, Soncha and Saturday, Soncho, Sonchanga, to do Lavarama, to this one. When the Mataya Jagaga. Jagaga Puja, not the water. Jagaga Puja, then you might dinner. The chatted the quality, the quality. They don't come and do. And then Langa don't want to go to what the Giovanni is going to water was there.
When we fled, we had to cross the Mangola mountain pass, and it was full of snow, and the animals fell to their death, and we walked over the animals. Then we reached Mon Tawang, where many of us sold our horses, and the Indian government provided us with rations, and they gave us rice, like this tin full of rice. And it was very good for us because we had been hungry for 2 to 3 days on our journey. And then after Mon Tawang, I went to Misamari.
Jagaga Natayo, put the letter, the judge move on the Dangaro, the more child considered. Monday, more on the devil. What the lecture Tobacco. They get Tobal Hop all the good that told about the Sirala, Chesano, that is about the Samba the Metayo, Toba Jachu Juru, what patchable level, what you like to changing your Saturday, she will do. And look, get on up at Genoa. This other. This other show. What is the letter? To go not Saturn, two baton, two baton, to this year. No, the day the Yamanga do it daddy. Yamanga do it daddy, Masuba and and Masuba letter, poor awards today, but I don't know, days and days, that Toshi, that Tomado. Sojita, the Jita of Tomando, not the Jika and body, but the marble they are cutter, Boret Murdabandada. And the first, or the Kako to go to the Salon chair by the desire. Salon chair has the desire and there that Toma Bojazo, nearby nature.
So, at Mon Tawang, when we received the rice ration, we made very a light rice porridge and drank that. And then there were blackberries we could eat, but that constipated us. And then after 5 or 6 days, we went to Misamari, and we were provided with wheat and rice, which were wheat flour and rice, which were very old and like it was full of worms. But since we were so hungry, we ate everything.
I wonder if we can go back to a little bit of the war part. I would like to, maybe I'll just tell you what I'd like and you figure out how to put it together. I'd like to know how many people joined from the Gaden with him. We have some figures on that. And I would like to know where they were trained and who gave them the equipment. And that's enough for start. So how many went, trained, and who gave them the equipment?
Gela Gaden ne Chushi Gangdrug zurwa. Gaden ne Chushi Gangdrug la zurwa. Dudu taba kazu rokwayo.
Who taba nijala jimelo. Taba the gaji yabu mosho marwa.
Any Mangmi girwa training suited. Tangi training test laswa. Mangmi gi Menda Gabia dan don't suit love song.
Menda Joya Loyata. Loya the Church. Jena the Cardigan, Loga the Lord, but the Pine, Chiluka, the Metajo, Metajo.
Mari Tangi Gami Gadi Toria dan dinde Jangi Lion ba. This suit love song.
The order the social to the Mamma Sosa to the Laleka, but the Jacob to the Magaba the Jacob to the leather.
Any Lakcha suited. Lakcha suited song.
La Choco to the America Ichumada, Tashikari Yudi. And then more Yudi. Tashikari Pachima Yudumadi. And the Manda Pacha Rodadi. Mandada the thing you sit on the test won't judge it. The say, the Babasha younger than the dead, the dead and area. Besama to the orchard of Mamma Canary to do, Mandatangando, Mandayapumado, Canary to do. No, America, Mandado Yuri. Mandata border to Yapajur and Dua, Dista. And no Mandajeta to the Jeta Manzola to them, Dinyato, these are the Nishitangaji. Nito Nisitanga dead and Disenyo, Sonja Taba dead and Disenyo, Sonja Sanga dead and Dinyato, the religion Jamakatajeto.
So there were over 200 monks who joined the Chushi Gangdrug, and over there the elder people taught us how to use the guns, and the guns were provided to us. The guns that were provided to us were the Tashikaring guns, then there were grenades and bullets, which they said had been airdropped by the USA.
And were the monks, was anybody allowed to join, or was there a limit? And was there any kind of ceremony? Because could you still be a monk and join the Chushi Gangdrug? And if not, what happened to your monk's robes? So any kind of departure.
아니 자바 참마 자제 경여와 당고 자제 경여와 아니 자제디 칸데스야 삐니야 퓨레 아니 추시 간돌라 주디간에 자제 근도에 요마르와 아니 자제 돈주 칸데치니야 퓨베
다시도 다소 화장실도 큰데 화장실 그 잡아도 도마 약한데 근데 저도 그 고동 때도 더 녀다. 마마 더라 고동 때도 더 녀다. 너 저도 더. 한국의 소만에
So we gave back our monks' robes, which were taken away by our other colleague monks in the house, and then we bought layman's clothes and boots.
Was there any kind of a ceremony in leaving his teacher and going on to be a lay person and a fighter?
Ane susugi gigen yorwa, chaba gigen yorwa, and chaba gen la liya, ane susu damba ya pube.
소만도 호로도 약한데도 옆에도.
Domba pugurwa,
고바데.
susu chabarwa,
예.
chaba ma jingcho marwa,
예.
and domba kande ya pube.
고바데 저도 가든이나 가든도 예때. 가든 광산 마찬가지 전에 열와. 다통 제대로 고바다 광산 마찬가지 저도 열와. 광산 마찬가지 예때.
Kariteri domba.
동바다 서도 동바다 어더 그시지 바다 라마다 야피 저 공바다 야로즈도 야피
Domba ya pube,
야피 말라 동바 야피세
sula pube.
나데 한번 개념 맞아로 가다 그 개념 가다 고고 개념 맞는 필요
So all the monks gave back their vows, and I gave back my vow to a Geshe named Geshe Nima.
So I would like him to describe and to continue with a description of when he went for training, and then what did he see with his own eyes when he engaged in battle? Can he describe us? And how, I guess I want to know three things. When he, how long was he in the Chushi Gangdrug? What did he see? Can he describe the battles and what happened to him in the fighting?
Ani Chushi Gangdrug la judu kane kyunzu ma gyabarwa gyami nyamdo la ya. Ani gyami nyamdo la ma gyabdu kane ani khari thongso abukira migi. Khari thongjo migi.
미 그도 토야 걸어 자마 뭐뭐 우저 자마 뭐다 그도 걸라 참 뭐뭐지 기반도 받도 말해오 저 뭐도 저샤고 이제 어느 무슨 마마 뭐뭐야 말도와 자마가 마마 뭐뭐도와 자마가 마자블라데 저 신의 루주 말이 신의 루가 뭐다 살 자마가 무슨 버전다 뭐냐냐로와 밥버나 알레 거서지나 밥버나 버다 여려 담그 버다 여 말이
The Chinese army was very huge in number, and they carried weapons with them, while the Tibetans were very few in number. And it is said that the Chinese soldiers cannot flee if they wanted to flee back, while the Tibetan soldiers, since we were so few in number, if we wanted, we could flee.
And so, can you tell us what your experiences were in the Chushi Gangdrug? What kind of fighting did you do yourself, and what did you see?
And gyala kira ma khande jingbe.
마저자자 마저자 네 조통 고모들라 너 조통하다 너 공화자다나 사사 마저자 지시 마저도 공화자다 지시 너는 뭐도 지보도 다동지다는 가서 말이야 다동지다 마가지에 수고는 마마 이제도 마가지 빠래 소마 저똥을
Ma khande jingbe.
만들야자 저때 가진데자 저때 두는데자
Khande jingbe.
하나 네 이제 받으러 만났다 我在这里吧，人家的毛有呀，那毛的那个有呀，那他们搞的那毛没有的这个人，他们搞的，人家都是毛的，你咋了？这么来吧的，我买你了，这不对吧？买你上了吧？那是真的破败的，是真的破败的，买你上了，这我知道那破的。我都也结巴了，你也结巴了，那人这才买人，你也结巴了，我说那破过也，你买结巴了，那破过也把了，买年休的。
明白。
在那忙，老忙大些，没就在带路了。
So I engaged in 6 encounters with the Chinese, also, and it happened at Zetang proper and also at Zetang Gompuri and Gongka. There was another Chushi Gangdrug camp at Thuazong, but I was not stationed there. And during the fights, we would fire shots and also fling grenades. And just as soon as you have flung a grenade, you are to lie flat on the ground so that it didn't burst and hit you. And normally it is said that when a grenade bursts, it will hit you above the knee and not below.
So, could he tell us about the battle when Dela, when you were firing, did you see the people you were firing at, or was it too far away? Or I want to know, if were you able to shoot anybody with your own eyes? Could you see or not?
아니 마 징데베 갑라로아 야미 통고드베
잠이 통요. 잠이 로버트 구도 사동대 시라도 통고 말이다. 사동대 통도 말 해올라든 통리. 통도 말 해올라. 사동대다 통고 말이야.
When the Chinese army approached, we could see them, but however they had foxholes, and once they were inside, you could not see much of them.
말아버지 섬이군 따 섬이군. 사제나 파제나 섬이군데.
Sela.
사야군나.
And then what happened?
아니 tsena 마 갸브로아. 아니
맞아.
마 tsena 갸브로아.
이제 마 섬이군나 저 뭐라 섬이군자.
아니
어르신라도 님이군나 가다 사송도 거야. 사자송 하는 거야. 섬이군나 소하는도 우리 서마 버리 제들 거야. 버 제들 거야. 제수나 제수 멋져로 멋지다 니라나 들으죠. 뭐 다시 제수지열와 뭐니나 마송도나도 근데 버리 제들 거야. 버리 제들 거. 너로 거라 거다 지만이 최전인이 대학을 최전인이고 거라져 대학을 최전인 제도 최전인 선전나 오늘 멋지도 야롱다 최전인도 거 멋지도 많이라도 최전인 대학을
most of the fightings occurred at night, and then the soldiers had to go out on sentry duty, and this duty was rotated every 2 hours.
Was the fighting in mountains, and did he see Tibetans killed? Did he see any Chinese killed? Did Tibetans have Did you see grenades flung by the Tibetans, Gela, or only by the Chinese?
아니 bomb kia yorwa lakala.
여러 뭐
아니 디 페바라 요래.
이렇게 받을 땅이야 저도 소문 만단 따져 강간데 세당 내가 저도 너는 야년의 방후 마고 절로는 수도그 사시 통신을 그
Yes, we had grenades and bullets which we tied on our waist, and then on our back we carried our food. Jingsa di saja rigangla re khaware. Ma gyapsa di rigangla re thangangla re.
사자다
Ma gyapsa di.
만데다 사자다 해마 제주고도 그 만데다 성원을 지도 안도제다 성원들 저가 지예요. 저강하는 만데다 지예요. 뜻통스다 지예요. 다동스다 지예요.
The Chushi Gangdrug had camps in many areas in the northwards, in Mende, in Setang, and Tuazong.
And did you see anybody shot or killed with a grenade or bullets?
Ene mi shisa thongjuwe. Menda da bomb yani mi shisa thongsuwe.
벌써 통고도 가지 통을 싫어 통말 틀라고 이제 통으로 와. 틀라 벌써 롱으로 와.
Only just a few, because you could not see much in the hail of
틀라도
dust.
도와다 틀라 통자.
There was a lot of dust and there was a lot of smoke around.
Gela, do you think you were able to hit any of the Chinese yourself?
Ane gyala kinangi menda gyabne ane gyami su shisue.
잠을 두제 스스로. 네 통사. 네마 통사까지 혼자 하고 봐도. 뭐 그러는 뭐 차저저로 고다다는 차저저 따거여로.
I think my aims took about three Chinese.
And Gela, how did you feel about that?
Ane gyami sum jiserwa. And this sembe nala khari thengido choa.
선반은 돼야 그도 나는 저한테 지금 공부해. 저한테 지금 저한테 이제 많이 나야 맨다 맨다 맞죠. 나는 뭐 지담 해야 돼. 뭐 써야 돼. 뭐 써야 돼. 나는 해야 돼. 나는 맞죠. 도루는 때때 보는 도루 때때 보도 어디는
So I only thought of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and I also had on the protective amulet, and I was not hit.
어쩌다 저는 멋지송이야 돼. 멋지송이다. 멋송 사들 메토다. 사들 몰라.
My group had 13 men, of whom 3 were killed.
And you said you engaged in 6 encounters with the Chinese. Can you tell us over what period of time was that? In a week, a month?
아니 탱마 축 징라 야미냠도 엔 탱마 축 징야디 다 두주 가주스레 다와직 낭라레 니마 카시 낭라레 두주 유링류
그런데 니망 내가 님이고 처음에 다야도 되죠. 처음에 되더라. 다오래 고세야지 뭐로. 님이고 다야도 님이고 여봐.
Chushi Gangdrug la gyu ringlu shube. Chushi Gangdrug nang la gyu ringlu shube. Chushi Gangdrug nang la gyu ringlu rese. Chushi Gangdrug nang la ya tha deni thengma chu jing roa. And thengma chu jing ni gyu ringlu chungra di thuju.
되세다. 대체고도 어디지 내가도 다리 맞아가지고 진짜 대체는 저거도 되셔.
Chushi Gangdrug nang la gyu ringlu debe. Chushi Gangdrug nang la mangmi gyu ringlu debe.
마마 일을 못시다 돼 말이야. 늦지부터 돼 말이야.
Chushi Gangdrug nang la.
늦지.
It was 1 year in Chushi Gangdrug.
1 year.
The Chushi Gangdrug fought for 2 years, while I was there for only 1 year.
Was that the second
Let's
year
do the
before
Lhasa
they
show.
fell? I think-
Yes.
Yes, okay. And then, in the end, what happens to your group of team of Chushi Gangdrug? How do you become overcome? When do you leave the battle?
Any kadu lebe.
아,
Any kadu yongi.
서도야 제다 소바가 라사 쇼바가 제다 소바가 다리 쩌는 쇼요. 뭐저 저바가 제다 소바가 나쇼지 저 타고요. 야는 뭐 버더 셔다 가는 라마 가는 저 배워요.
So, Tibet was lost on 10th of March, and it was at the end of March that we made our escape. And at that time, His Holiness the Dalai Lama had been escorted to India.
Okay. And just can you tell us just how you made your escape and where you went?
Any kande töle imbe. Kandes töle imbe.
너는 저도요. 뭐저 몽골란드.
You already spoke about that.
Okay. Oh yes.
몽골란드
Yeah. Thank you.
저도 몇 달이었다 되고요.
It's okay. Yeah. Good.
몇 달이었다 맞지 받으세요.
Lhasa. Thank you so much.
So we have that. So, thank you for your story, Gayla.
ane lugyu sungba de tuji cheesa.
예.
Okay. You covered many things, so I'm wondering, I want to ask you again, if this interview was shown in Tibet or China, would this be a problem for you?
Tiwa tilen chigyo di temba yina kange yo marwa. Tiwa taring tiwa tilen cherwa. Di nganzu pyo da yana dwa tena abul kange yo marwa.
예, 장가야 봐요.
No.
No. Okay. Can we use your real name for this project, or do you want an alias?
Gyala rangi ming tina digi yorwa.
아,
Ming ngoma di tina digi rwa.
네.
Yes.
Yes.
No alias.
No alias. Yes, no alias. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Lugyu sungba de tuji cheesa.
예.